I would like to upload this video. Now, I always plan to put my videos in the main channel, but the problem is that I review the video, and then I find that the video is not suitable. There is a risk of deleting it. I'll do my best not to say anything that will make an issue for the YouTube community guideline. These people who call themselves antizionist Jew, I see a lot of videos, a lot of hate against them from those who are with or supportive to what's called Zionist movement and the so-called Israeli state. And I see them in some demonstration and people are attacking them. The voices and saying bad things. You should be ashamed of yourself. People who are European, a lot of European Jews, insulting, maybe some Russian, in all parts of Europe, in America as well, assaulting in others, some who call themselves Christian but they support this so-called Israeli state. Assault them. Self-hated Jew hate himself. Why are you not supporting this Jewish state? Something like this. And those who call themselves anti-Zionist Jew insist. A group of them, and always announce themselves. Now I don't like their relationship with Iran, but Iran took advantage. I mean, there is a relationship between them and Iran. Should you blame them? No, Iran went there and started talking to them, and none of the Muslim Sunni world did what Iran, the so-called Shiite regime, when it's come to dialogue with these groups. And even at the time of Ahmadinejad, he welcomed them, and he received them, and he talked to them before him and after, and he showed them respect, and they gave visit. Some of their leaders went to Tehran and gave visit. The Iranians are taking advantage. The Iranians who are occupying Baluchistan, Khuzestan, Kurdistan. So I don't blame the anti-Zionist Jew. No. They are against Saddam Hussein, the Iranian. Of course, they will say everything wrong about Saddam Hussein. And they now this is let's not the Iranian. Let's not go to the other points. I have talked to so many, and it's not easy to reach the level of talk which I have reached with some of them. I mean, they're 1 second, please. I mean, we can say that there is a similarity between the Amish, the Amish in America, who call themselves Christian. Amish, a group who call themselves Christian in the United States of America, and those people who call themselves Jews in Europe or in America. I mean, someone will start using the term cult, but in certain category of reviewing them, they are much better than those who call themselves Amish. Okay, but they have certain rules. They want to call themselves Jews, and this is understandable. It's understood by the Muslim faith. Now, this is not the point. The point is that these people have conscience. Those who call themselves anti-Zionist Jews, they have conscience. So the world should, those who have conscience, those who are respectable, not the rubbish of humanity who need to be prosecuted by the law. No, we should show appreciation to them because they have conscience. I mean, they even say it in the videos from time to time. But he said to me, there is a lot of similarity between Zionism and Nazism, except Zionism is far worse. What? Zionism is far worse than Nazism. But look what happened to the Jews. I mean, Holocaust, gas chambers, prosecution, camps. He said it didn't take more than 5 years. This horrible pain. But when it's come to the Palestinian rights and the Holy Land, or the Holy Landers, it's almost 7 decades or more. And no one is doing anything about it. Nazis, the whole world fought. Europe have fought the Nazis and defeated that. Nazism is related to Zionism. But I'm talking about the public, the world, the media, the institutes, the governments. Everyone said this is wrong. And this is not only what he said. He said we are horrible. It's terrifying for us. Any anti-Jewish, they call it anti-Semist, I have a question mark about the word Zionism, but they become terrified when this no since any racial discrimination against them, against their, you wanna call it whatever you wanna call, their way of living, their style, their cult, the way they call themselves Jew, they become terrified and they start using the term anti-Semite. But at the same time, he is saying, and everyone knows this, these crimes didn't happen only against the Jews. From the east to the west of Europe, there was a lot. He's saying there is massacres and genocide and terrible things happened in World War One and World War Two. It's not only us, the Jews, who suffered. The whole European people suffered. America lost hundreds of thousands of soldiers. England, uh, Germany, Russia, millions and millions have died. Civilians in World War Two. So it's not, yes, we faced a terrible things in gas chambers, the Holocaust. Of course, there is people who question, but definitely was a lot of Jews who found themselves in a terrible situation in World War II. Terrible situation. This is understood. But this do not give, he's saying, do not give us the right to go there and establish something got nothing to do with the name Israel. Have nothing to do with the Jews. I am gonna say, I don't want people will become angry with the anti-Zionists right now, but this is what I say as well, and they are saying from time to time, others. You supporting this Jewish so-called Israeli state, it means that you support the Nazis. You are in this category of those who are supporting the Nazis. No, you have no right to say anti-Zionists are like Nazis. No, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. I mean, you go, for example, and they are aware of it. This, do you see the conscience? A conscience. Not because I'm calling myself Jew. I go and steal from the Palestinian, who their root is there even before the Roman attack. There is a lot of Israelite and a lot of non-Israelis in the region before the Roman, after the Roman occupation, when the Islamic liberation came. They adopted Islam, they accepted Islam. This is their country, this is their land. Why should they be kicked? And look how what's happening in the Holy Land is affecting the region. How can you convince someone calling himself a Jew while he's from Marsilia or from those who are gypsies? I have nothing to do with against the gypsies. No, if you're a good gypsies, okay, respect, you're human. But there is some among them who start calling themselves Jews. Those who are descended from slaves. There was a lot of Africans who were enslaved even before the Roman attacked our Holy Land 2,000 years almost before. These people are the first to adopt the Jewish faith. When the Israelis came to them and said, rather than these cults, you understand me, even at the time of Muhammad, those who were in the lowest level of the society immediately adopted Islam. Israelis went there and explained in Africa, in Europe, when they have some and other parts in Persia, and they said, you be a Yahudian, Muslim, accepting Yahweh through his chosen, blessed servant, the Israelite, a generational messenger, the God of everything, Allah. And they accepted. How come their descendant right now become bad and say that this is ours? It's not yours. If you're from Greece, go back to Greece, Italy, Brazilian, Russian. I mean, the case is, I went and I asked anti-Zionists and Zionists right now, even Zionists. I asked those who, and I talked to him in the comments, and I said, you are the, you are there, for example, you are a big supporter to the so-called, and you speak Hebrew. Yes, some of them, of course, those who call themselves anti-Zionist. Hebrew for them is those who are not living. It is a religion language. Like, for example, an Indonesian person teaching his children Arabic because it's a language for the religion. And they are not doing a good job in talking Hebrew. Except if they go to the Holy Land, incentive, what do we call it? To teach them Hebrew, the grammatic language, yet they are learning it again. And the strange thing, those who do not speak Hebrew will find it strange unless they are aware of Hebrew. You go and talk, for example, to a Russian who starts speaking Hebrew in the Holy Land, calling himself a Jew. How is their language, the Russian? See, there is you all listen to the Russians. Like this. You go and look. The accent. Like, for example, someone who calling himself Qatifis or Bahraini or Kuwaiti. Salamun alaykum. Kaifa halukum. Washington انتم فلان جمهورية الإسلام الإيرانية. The same accent of, for example, those who are خواتيني بالعون يتسيني دنيان وكوري بيه in Persia or in India. Some parts of Kashmir. Sorry to say it this way. Or in Africa. The accent is an accent of someone speaking Arabic, but not originally from the Arabs, not from the tribes, not from the Ishmaelian, not from the Qahtani, and definitely not from the Israelis who are within the Ishmaelian. Do you understand me? Why we are not looking at these details? Do you understand me? So if you go, this is the accent of Flasha. They speak Hebrew. Who can recognize it? I mean, now, right now, if you're in England or in America, or France, or Russia, or Japan, and I came to you as an Israeli and someone, for example, originally from India. I mean, the word torsh means I'm a torsh here in England. The torsh. No, different. How you become a torsh? Running away from the persecution from them, from the first, or just you came and you settled. We didn't harm your country. You just settled in the Ishmaelian territory in the east or in whatever. Qatif and Bahrain, and now you are causing problem to us. No, my case is different. مطروش يعني رمات المهم. 1 second. If I am sitting with someone from Mecca, Medina, not from there, he's calling himself Hijazi. The language, you wouldn't. You will find that we are all speaking the same Arabic language, even if you are just studying the principle of Arabic. You wouldn't recognize. See? This all exposing them, but they are hiding. So when we talk about the anti-Zionist Jew, it's not appropriate. I saw some videos where women are assaulting. We are in European women, must remain in Europe. Why are you attacking this anti-Zionist Jew? He's announcing to the whole world, saying, because they understand that there will be danger. It's not this. They understand that this is the most worst threat to all those who call themselves Jew. This state. Okay, and this state is part of the line after Hensel to the Zionist movement, elite game in Europe, things like this. So rather than showing disrespect to the anti-Zionist Jew, we need to show them respect. They choose to call themselves Jew, fine. We're human. I respect your privacy, and they should deserve to be respected. It's their right and it's their duty, and we should thank them, not put pressure on them economically or politically. Or when they say that we are the anti-Zionist Jew, got nothing to do with this occupation in the Holy Land, and we are with the Palestinian right. They are people of conscience. They are against darkness. We should respect them. You shouldn't call them self-hated Jew, or you should be ashamed from yourself. No. No, this is unacceptable. I saw a lot of videos, a lot of trash, people assaulting them, and media criticizing them. Some of them are, let's not use the term intelligent. Some of them have degrees, criticizing the anti-Zionist Jew, the anti-Zionist Jews, the relation of the late Sack, and the relation between anti-Zionist Jew and the anti-Semist. Is this a sort of Nazism? No, it's not. Others might not Sacks, others. Nazism and anti-Zionist are the same. No, it's not. You are the Nazi. We should thank you. We should thank those who call themselves anti-Zionist Jew. We should thank them. But with this world, all of this attack against them and all of this lies about them, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. So if you are gonna if what's happening in the Holy Land against the natives is happening to you, in Eastern Europe, Poland or Holland, don't listen to this Netanyahu. Don't listen to this Gohem real Israelis. He's an anti-Israeli. He's not an Israelite. He's a Gohem. That's it, because he is in this position, because things happened last century. He is capable with his team of say whatever they want. And a person like me is in the street. You will pay the price if you like it. I'm not talking about myself. No, because you are empowering darkness. You are living a lie. Of course, if there is such powerful anti-true regime in the Holy Land, occupying us, occupying this place, and causing all of this, definitely people who are calling themselves Shiite, just because they speak Arabic, they will win at the end. When there is an invasion to Iraq, to the natives and to the legitimate president who represent Iraq, who want to fight to what's good and suitable for the Arabs, when he called themselves Jamia Arabiya Ba'ath, and the Middle East and the natives there, definitely it will help the so-called Shiite, because there is illegal, unlegitimized things happening in the Holy Land, supporting by a very powerful power on planet Earth, the West. Definitely this will create something, tarakumiyya. A will bring B, B will bring C. So the non-Iraqis, who some of them shall come, will be powerful in Iraq. Who's going to pay the price? The natives. I saw a video when they killed a Palestinian family member. And then his family came, he said, why are you doing this to us? And he answered, like a Sadr, for example, when he said the Iraqis faced, Iraqi, go back to Asia. And they said, you are Palestinian, you shouldn't be here. Well, I'm sorry if he said it, the so-called Shiite. There is videos is there. And he said, we are sorry for you. They are even saying it without videos. We are sorry for you. You were with Saddam Hussein, and Saddam Hussein is not here. You have showed a lot of support to Saddam Hussein. Yeah. You understand me? A lot of support, you Palestinian in Iraq, to Saddam Hussein. Now Saddam Hussein is not here for you to protect you. Well, you shouldn't be here. We understand what's happening to you in Palestine, but still, Saddam did worse to us than what the Israeli did. No, it's wrong. No, you go back to Kashmir, you go back to Bangladesh, call yourself a Shiite there. But who helped you? Netanyahu, Sharon, Ben Gurion, Golda Meir, these names, Hensel. Don't delete this video. Why? I have answered this before, and you keep deleting the video. Why Hensel's daughter killed themselves? What happened to them? I mean, Trump is so nice to he do it in a very nice way. To Ivanka, whatever. In Jeddah, after the invasion, 11 September, the inside job, and even within 1890, after 2001, look at those who call themselves Hijazis. Look what they're doing to the Ismailian, step by step. Look at those who call themselves Shiite. How could you? It's our land. It's our country. It's our culture. What is the problem? Oh my God, and they always assault the Ismailian. This is the Israeli culture. It is the same. This is Aisha, the mother of... Do you see this actor? The Syrian actor, when she was in Egypt? She started assaulting Aisha, the mother of believer. Oh my God, yes, there is a video. What's her name? Not Yusra. Not Yusra, the Egyptian, a Syrian one. I don't know why she starts saying this is the culture of Aisha. This is the culture of Israelis. They know it, and at the same time, they accept calling the Goyim in the Holy Land Israelis. A joke. Finally, go to the accent. They're trying to minimize the differences, even in the accent. Bad! We're dealing with bad people, and there is a threat, there is a warning. Mufsideen, they are Mufsideen. They are questioned. There is a warning in Quran. Well, this is not Muhammad. He said, you will be eliminated. You will return back by the name of Israel, peace be upon him. And you will be eliminated if you do bad. What worse than this? No, not if. إن أحسنتم أحسننا وإن أسأتم أحسننا وإذا عدوا. So there is a promise at the end because it's unlegal thing. Egohemic incubation. So why this video shouldn't be deleted? There is a promise by God that they would be eliminated. Look what they are doing. It is not my concern what will happen. I will enjoy it, but what will happen to you there. But my concern is why you're causing all of this pain, you and other factors in the Middle East. Until now, you consider what so I'm a liar. So you think that I did not deal with any terrible things because of you, either this group or others? You're not. Do you think that you're not causing pain to the real human among what is considered, based of my description, the Ishmaelian nation? You're causing a lot of problems. You're causing pain in the Holy Land as well, in Iraq and other parts. They are trying to minimize the difference when it's come to go to the flash. You see the accent, Hebrew accent. You go to those Russians, look at the accent. Now maybe Chinese. مفشوخين مغشوشين خشيخيش بخشوش. So again, finally, I don't know where to put it, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to put it on another channel. They are a respectable group, those who call themselves antizionist Jews. They are people of conscience, those who really devoted to explaining that they got nothing to do with this occupation. They are respectable people. They should be shown absolute respect, not disrespect. And we shouldn't put additional pressure on them by terrifying them or by criticizing them. They are from Europe and they belong to Europe. They have nothing to do with Middle East. And if they want to go to the Middle East, they will come and ask the people of Middle East to visit and remain. They wouldn't help or be accomplices with an occupation in the Holy Land. Please show respect to the group calling itself anti-Zionist Jew. Show them. It's not about me. It's about how respectable and people with conscience. They don't steal. They don't take other people's rights. So thank you, anti-Zionist Jew.